でもやっぱりあれただのシーツよね。確かめてみるね。気をつけて。大丈夫？
こっちを見ろ。何？おい、こっちを見ろって言ってるんだぜ。
I found some of my video clips. Welcome to the stream. Hey, game guy. You came just in time. I think this sound should be good. I put in like, I don't know, 10 of them or so. I need to... I saved the ones that I had like saved on Instagram, so I downloaded those. And I know I have more on my external drive, but you like gotta plug it into the wall and the computer, and it's such a hassle. But I do have things on there that I need to pull off. Welcome to stream! As it says, and for real this time, tonight is the Realm Reborn finale to the Hildibrand arc. I swear, by all that is cool, it is tonight. I also don't know where I need to be. Over by the Coliseum. Okay. So I guess we're going over by the Coliseum. Oh, and Finn's here. Say hi to Finn, people. He was showcasing the clip. Let's go to old. I'll pay it. Why the hell not? I was like, well, maybe not full screen. Oh, Finn still hasn't moved. Maybe I can put it up there in the corner so it looks like he's showing it off. Hope y'all have had a good week so far. Well, I guess I saw you yesterday, but I hope you had a good Wednesday at least. Fucking gladiator skill. Please. Yes. And then we're going down here. And then we're running into the wall because I moved the camera too far. Alright. Let's do this. Shades of Sildi. Ellie would share with you a shocking new turn in the Phantom Thief case. I was wondering when you'd show up, Ezzy. I hope you haven't made any plans for the night, because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friend the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. Holy shit, it's coming true. It's coming true! If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Uldan society. Mr. Many Faces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you'll hear me complaining. No, the only thing my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Eye's been selling like Pond's cakes. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message. Until now, that is. Shall we, Ezzy? My mic sounds a little... Are you shitting me? Hold on. Well, it's... I told you before I started the stream, OBS wasn't even picking up my mic. So I restarted it, and that... Oh, motherfucker. Hold on. There we go. How's that? Is that better? La la la. Shall we, Ezzy? Okay. Yeah, it was, because it wasn't registering my USB microphone. It defaulted to my built-in one. And it didn't switch back when I restarted OBS, even though I didn't change any of the settings. So, okay, there we go. That's better. I thought, hold on, then let me... I thought it was weird because I'd actually turned my mic down a little bit from normal. And I've been doing that the past few nights. But then I was like, it doesn't look right in the audio mixer. What? Okay. Thank you, Vin. See, and that's why it's a two-way street here. You gotta let me know if I gotta fix something. Well, okay, it's a one-way street. Well, the two-way is then you don't have to put up with shitty audio. Yeah. Thank God. Gotta love technology. The hidden treasure of Old Da, was it? If there's anyone who can shed some light on this, it's you-know-who. To sun-soaked tapestries. I do find it odd that it redid my microphone, though. I also forgot where's... Oh, that's right. It's over by the Pugilist Guild, I want to say. It's been a week since I did that, so I'm hoping I remember that correctly. I remembered some things that I forgot to... Oh, that's right! I just double remembered some things. I'll save the best for last, I guess. I meant to... I forgot all over again. Uh-oh. It had something to do with the Nintendo Direct. I did mean to say that I was hoping they would announce a Rogue Legacy for Switch 2, but that didn't happen. That was disappointing. There was something else, and I remembered it this morning when I was like driving to work, and now I don't remember what it was. It might not have had something to do with the Direct, but it was something, and I feel like I've been meaning to bring it up for a while and I don't remember. Yeah, well, the only thing keeping me from getting it on Steam is that it's the kind of game I would want to play on the Switch. Like, I just sit here with Kit Bogon or something in the background and I just play Rogue Legacy on the Switch there. And then I could bring it with me if I was going somewhere. I keep hoping, but there's never any hint that they're going to do that. Yeah, the first one was ported. That's why I was kind of going, oh, they gotta do it, they gotta do it, they gotta do it. Oh! Thanks, asshole! All the tart. Just running right in front of my camera. Gotta love that. What? It's driving me mad. I don't remember. Okay, I'll do the other thing after we talk to Wymond here. Well now, if it ain't my favorite venturer, and my favorite mithril I report along with her, tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I see. As much as I'd like to help two lovely ladies, I'm afraid you found old Wymond at a loss. Old Da has more than its fair share of treasures, hidden and otherwise. I reckon our phantom friend could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the thief's got his eye on, it's got the Sultan sworn in a right dither. What the hell are you doing? I can't even read your name. Oh. Dead. Word has it they formed a regiment of their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. The Sultan sworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come on, Ezzy. I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the sworn. Oi, hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. Man of my business develops a nose for danger, and this time, the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero. Your concern's touching, but I can assure you that I'm ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Ezzy. Time is of the essence. You know what else is of the essence? What I talked about like 3 weeks ago and then completely forgot about. Hold on. No, I want that one. Where is the camera thing open? I think the camera thing's open, it's just not turned on. Yeah. Activate. I'm not turning on the good camera. You get this one. I'm not going through that trouble. Hi, welcome back. So a few weeks ago, when we started the Hildibrand stuff, I mentioned that, wow, that, oh man. I'm attaching the good camera. Give me a second. That's nice. Let me go through my box of stuff, TM. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought. Oh, I also need to shave. Damn. Oh man, now I'm on camera and I need to shave. All paths lead to the good camera eventually. That's right. I mean, this deserves the good camera, at least. And you get to see the abyss. Okay, there we go. We're gonna move that over there. And device J5. Hey! Oh, hey, it made it really big for some reason. Get kind of small again. Okay. Apparently it saves camera settings per device. Who to thunk. Okay. So, a few weeks ago, I mentioned one of the times I went to the Square store in Shinjuku. And I found them, and I actually remembered to show them off this stream. They're the gold saucer chocobo cookies. Down here, in see if it does. Chocobo Racing, Speed and Glory, Manderville brand, Chocobo Racing cookie. And I love the box. The box is primo. That's actually why I got it, more or less. And I ate the other ones. I still have these. And they're numbered. I think it only goes up to 3. The ones have little cactars on them. Hey, Val, you're just in time for the gold saucer cookies. The cactar cookie for the 1, the little chocobo hatchling for the 2, and 3 is the little Moogle. And they're adorable, and I love them. And they're the butter cookies, which are actually pretty good. I had some Madoka Magica ones that I also got from a Crane game that were really good. I think I still have one in my... You know what? While we're on the topic, I'm gonna go grab my little thing that has my other snacks in it. Hold on. It's just right over there. Look at my pretty cure shit while I'm doing this. Oh, hey. That's a nice coincidence there. Oh! No, they are. They were the Homura Grief Seed cookies for the Rebellion movie. I've got... I saved part... Actually, you know what? I think it's in this black box right here. I'm grabbing shit left and right. Give me a second. I think it's just right here. Or is it in this brown one? Because this has like smaller posters and things. It also has the tag from a trampoline. That was my cousin's trampoline. That doesn't explain why I have it, but I do. Some old pages of stuff. Oh. This ties into Tuesday stream. Some old Game Informer pages, like for mini posters. Bigger posters, that's Dissidia. Devil May Cry 4. These are folders for bank accounts I don't have anymore. That's cool. The last two streams. Oh, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well, we didn't do... Yeah, you weren't here last stream. We didn't do Alice last night because it was raining and it was like a pretty bad storm and I thought my power was gonna go out. So we did card games mostly. Last night was a Pokemon Pocket Crystal League thing and I really liked that. Slay the Spire and Shadowverse. And actually today I got 2 of the Ultimate Bahamut cards. So I do need to test that out. Well, see, now this is just me going through my junk too. Because here's the decal, whoops, or the tattoo that you got with the bloodstained backer thing. I think you missed the Alice before that though, when we did a Caterpillar. The week before. Oh, hey, this ties into when we were talking about yesterday all the Persona 3 stuff from the movies. That's coming out on Switch and everything else soon. And I'm gonna have to buy all of the Personas on Switch again. I've got some Sailor Moon stuff. This is a bag of Love Live. I don't know what all's in here, but it's a bag of Love Live. Oh, this is... you know those big, like, storage totes? I've got, like, 12 of those. Maybe 13? And that's full of my boxes for, like, my anime stuff. When I move, you'll be able to see all of that put out again. My old apartment was insane. A folder full of Love Live stuff. This isn't what I want. Where's my Homura thing? What's that? Oh. Devil's this. Oh. Bloodstained poster. Some clear... I found some clear folder files, and one of them's Madoka Magica. That's a... Girls in Panzer? Oh. Bang Dream poster. I just... Jamie, the cookies! I want the cookies! Heaven's Word. Heaven's Word. Super Dimension Neptune calendar from 2015 to 2017. How did you know there's a golden Egyptian arrow in here? More Fate stuff. That's Black Rock Shooter. That's a map of the Alola region? Special edition Mario soundtrack for the anniversary. Awakened Fatal Ultimatum. Son of a bitch! I'm gonna be pissed if I don't... If I lost my Homura thing. Oh, here it is! It's all the way at the bottom where it doesn't belong. This is it. And I just went AFK. Yeah, they're little cookies. And they had little Homura faces on them. And you got it from one of the UFO catchers. All of that for this little thing. Fulfill my daily JoJo quota. You were here when sheer heart attack destroyed all of Aqua and ended Love Live Sunshine. Oh, this box is a mess now. I've got like crap all over the place. But no, this is what I was talking about. So yeah, I'm AFK, whatever. This is my stream, I'll do whatever I want. Let me put my earphones back in. That was an alternate reality. Kind of like how the Nijigasaki anime and All Stars are... They take place at the same time, but they're different events. Sheer Heart Attack was in the alternate version of Sunshine. So actually, it's a nice coincidence. I happen to be wearing my Nerve shirt for Evangelion. And the tin that I keep my stuff in is an Evangelion tin. I think I got this over by Mount Fuji. It's for the 2.0 remake. And did I keep one of that? Yeah, I did. They had these. They're like little... I don't know how to say it. They're like little rice puff things, kind of. I think they had chocolate. This is my last one. And you do not want to eat chocolate that's 8 years old. I've got some green tea. Here. How was 2.0? I liked 2.0. I haven't seen the last rebuild yet. I'm waiting to watch it with my friend, Grace. Oh no! This was my last Homura cookie, but it's kind of faded and it broke. Oh. That's sad. Should I eat one of those gold saucer cookies? How bad of an idea is that? They're individually wrapped. Wait, why is a Twitch chat telling me to not do something dangerous? What? Is my chat special? Oh no. I have 7 cookies, and it's kind of driving me mad seeing them like that. That's a really bad idea, though. The only date on this box is on the back. And it says October 15th, 2015. I don't know if that's sell by or eat by. I don't know. But that is 6.5 years ago. And I bought them either in 2014 or 2015. Probably 15. So yeah, that's definitely not a good idea. Okay. Well, now that I've made a mess, shall we continue? Oh god, it's already been half an hour into the stream and I've only talked to 2 people. Yeah, let's keep going. Where are we going again? Scholar's Walk. You are! The 2 of you are like the little devil angels on my shoulder there. You're... Well... I do call chat my little demons. So, I guess it's only fitting. Oh, I was trying to figure out what felt weird. I didn't have my second pillow behind me. If there are any angels, they're fallen angels. Da Tenchi, eh? Gotta keep it. In... Where the hell am I going? Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what? I thought the map said... Alchemist Guild. I may or may not be a little lost at the moment. Hold on. Alchemist Guild. Listing strip. Oh, they're two separate maps. Okay. That threw me off. I guess we're talking to Humphrey. Alt. Only authorized personnel are allowed in. That solid bugger me with a broadsword. It's a gentleman of light's adventuring companion and that catty but cute reporter from the Mithril Eye. Well, well. If it isn't the self-styled warrior of light. Tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Sultan's sworn recruiter to land yourself in this position? Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing that gentleman of light stand tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of my soul, like. I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero, Master Hildibrand. The Sultan sworn were impressed by my commitment and my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. You may recall, he was in part 1? Wait, don't tell me. You've come to assist Master Hildibrand in his investigation, haven't you? Cor, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help the two ladies who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best, and something of a history buff, it seemed. When she heard the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Belladaya, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, aye? Glow of a well-oiled man does that to people. See, that's what I keep saying, but then everyone's like, dude, what the fuck? Go back home and change. A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case, and would appreciate any information that may shed light on recent events. The pleasure's mine, Miss Ellie. And if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion friend here one Ezzy Saris, yes? Uh-huh. You know Ezzy? I was taking a drink. As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this. Wow. I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the Inspector, too, will also welcome a helping hand. Briardine! You're looking hale and hearty for a man who was last found murdered in a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit around 10 times or so? The Sultan sworn, the elite of Ul'dah's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. The killer was none other than Chuck E. Cheese himself. Inspector Briardine, always one step ahead of us. Miss Ellie, Ezzy, a moment if you would. I've got to pull that up now. Right there, very good. Now face me, and don't move an elm. Inspector, what's that in your... Yeah, Hildibrand killed Briardine for the lulz. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's still on my phone. Demasking dust. A formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Oh my god, my Briardine voice is becoming Alan Rickman. Everything, all roads lead to Alan Rickman. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vesper Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counteragent that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. So it doesn't melt their face off, that's nice. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. I'll read that one again after this. Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources of the Sultan Sworn at our disposal, we were only able to produce a limited supply. I see. I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Old Dot, the last of the 4 relics of Belladaya. I fear not. I've pored through the histories time and again, but the only mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, each one possessed by these 4 Belladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times has he foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths. All artifacts of Belladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust, and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. Blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have our word, my lady. That's what I'm talking about. This lady's also now a parody of Kate Mulgrew's Captain Janeway. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you've heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. The Sultan Sworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we've been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We'd be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. I'm now watching Star Trek Voyager in my head while I'm reading this to try to get a voice going. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers. God damn it, I just read some of that. Cast all worry from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. And this must be the demasking powder that's the talk of the palace. Ah, but you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be. A shame that... Inspector Hildibrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I'll share with you all I know about the recent murders. God, my Janeway's terrible. Yeah, Hildibrand, or Briardine wishes it wasn't Hildibrand. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far. The head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh-ho! This will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel? Gutted with a greatsword? Strangled with a subligar, mayhap? I'm afraid we've identified no pattern. In any case, the murderer plots the deaths of 2 more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take this demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use. Okay, I have to read that prompt again, because it is just worth reading again. The one where Hildibrand did it. Okay, so the prompt I gave it is... But we actually worked to this one, but this is what the final prompt wound up being. I had to kind of handhold it. A script for a new Hildibrand quest in Final Fantasy XIV that continues after Hildibrand, Nashu, and Ezzy Saris return to the Chuck E. Cheese, where Inspector Briardine is now found murdered. Hildibrand deduces that the killer must be none other than... Scroll down, down, down. After arriving at the Chuck E. Cheese, Hildibrand and Nashu discover that Inspector Briardine has been murdered. Hildibrand immediately deduces that the killer must be none other than himself. He explains that he was the one who left the body there and that he must have forgotten to delete the surveillance footage of himself. Nashu is horrified by this revelation and demands to know why Hildibrand would commit such a crime. Hildibrand simply replies that it was, quote, for the lulz. Fucking AI, man. Of course, there were multiple ones where I'm the killer, Nashu's the killer. Chuck E. Cheese himself. I have a theory. Chuck E. Cheese may be a homicidal maniac, driven to kill by the voices in his head. Or he could be a secret agent working for a rival pizzeria, trying to take down Chuck E. Cheese from the inside! Oh, I loved that AI stream. That has to be the video that I linked to at the end. Well, no, Nashu killed Briardine because she was in love with him and he refused her. Gentleman of light in the flesh. Hell, he's every bit as muscular and majestic as I remember. May have 1,000 faces, but with Inspector Briardine's demasking dust, the masquerade will soon be over. What do you have to say, Captain Janeway? On behalf of the Sultan Sworn, your assistance with the murder investigation is greatly appreciated. Leave defense. Good work, Captain. Leave the defense of the Royal Vault to us. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. I like your gusto, but if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes all support of all of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, Ezzy, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. Well, she did almost accidentally blow him up that one time, so... Oh, and then my bitrate exploded. Hildibrand deduced that the killer was none other than John Twitch. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 Sins of Sasamo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious, my ever-loyal associate. You must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. But why would Twitch want to kill the stream, Inspector? That's a good question, Nashu. Why indeed? Why would they make you jump through all of these ridiculous hoops to reach associate? Friday Night Fredward with Hildibrand. Oh lord, that's something I didn't need to think about. Flowers. How intriguing. There's a big turtle back there. Flowers. Yet, it is all becoming clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. Just what do you think you're doing? Eh? Eh? I'm the one who put those flowers there, eh? To honor the memory of my poor boy. You dare defile his memory, eh? Eh? A thousand pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother's name, that your son's killer will be brought to justice. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place! Run away while you still can! Run far, far away! Run, or he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor, poor boy. A living person turned into a zombie. Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Sil D? Aye, Uldaw's sibling nation against which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, aye, but I speak of far greater horrors than death. An unholy drought brewed by a Sildine alchemist, one with the power to turn the living into the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers. The traitors burn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But you won't hear that from the Sultan Sworn. Thal alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay me last respects. Traitors spurn? I'd heard the stories, but I've never thought them true. To be able to produce such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here? A Sildine, I'm sure of it. Only a Sildine would know the recipe. But the last remnants of Sildi died 4 centuries ago, you say? Or did they? Did they? He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does, but did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom? Eh? Eh? Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma, I did, about the 4 relics of Beladiah and the powers they hold. The power to exact justice. The specter of Sildia has returned to wreak havoc on us. Woe! Woe unto us all! Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of those history books, and never so much breathed the accursed name of Sildi. But you did, and now we're doomed. Doomed! Doomed! That's the only way you can laugh when it's written like that. That bleeding whoresun's here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. The most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, that it was. Well, a fortnight before my flowing locks fell out all over again. If just I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand, just to twist the knife an extra ilm. Mountebank, charlatan! I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band to pull every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls. Tataru, is that you back there? It looked like Tataru. Shades from Sildi. Living men turned to zombies? The old crone's lost not just her son, but her wits as well. Sibling strife. Hildibrand is onto something, or at least he thinks he is. It's all becoming clear to me now. Get that out of his face. That dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. That is disgusting, Hildibrand. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul, that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. What is the true nature of the Spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancor. Let us begin our search at the Thaumaturge's Guild. Doubtless, the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, the knowledge of Sil D might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Briardine. Whatever knowledge is to be— Yeah, that's one dead squirrel! Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. Dude, you're an archer. Why are you— oh, because he's— well, wait, yeah, why are you here? You're level 34. Why are you killing level 3 squirrels? Whatever. You know, they're level 6 at least. I guess for the hunting log. Or maybe they're just an AI generated serial killer. The power fantasy, yes. Power Fantasy 14. I was about to go over here to teleport to the Thaumaturge's Guild. Then I realized I was going to the Thaumaturge's Guild Aetheryte, so I guess we'll just skip a step. Gods be good! You're the adventurer who saved me back at the ruins! Researching the ancient feud between Ul'dah and Sil D, are you? Well, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still, to the birth of their mother nation, Belidaya. The 5th Astral Era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. The Age of Enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice. Avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the 6th Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanlin, where they would found the nation of Belidaya some 8 centuries agone. Ah, imagine, a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been wrought had Belidayan civilization survived to this very day. Alas, this is not meant to be. Thanks, Neko. Greetings, traveler. You would learn of the war between Ul'dah and the fallen Sultanate of Sil D. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The 2 city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ul'dah emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Ul'dah's superior numbers, Zildjian alchemists devised a most horrifying stratagem. Employing a frightful formula known as the Traitor's Spurn, they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. They used the Heart of Darkness. Some theories have it they even employed the potion of those on the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it now. Is it truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebearers were able to emerge victorious? Oh, it is crowning glory that they were able to emerge against these horrors. Buki. What's up, Coco Boogie? I think I just had some screen tearing there for a second. Oh, Ezzy, don't surprise me like that. What's this? Not here for your studies, but to learn of the bad blood between Ul'dah and Sil'Di. Oh, also Kokobuki, in all of the time since I started being a black mage, I'm now the worst ever. Yeah, that's not screen tearing, that's geometry acting up. Okay. 2 scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah, weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Sil'Di, weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by the 2 nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah and prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sil'Di knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. What are you here for, my failed pupil? I even came in as a different kind of mage. This is like when I ran into my French teacher at a restaurant, and I had to tell her that my major was in Japanese and I couldn't speak to her in French anymore. That was incredibly embarrassing. Oh no. I'm reliving the moment. No, my shame. Oh yeah, wonderful. On this matter, the histories are clear. But riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories? What does it say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Sil'Di, Ul'dah and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not. Neither did I until I encountered a faded passage in an ancient text buried deep in our archives. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you'll see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone, at some time, deemed this particular truth less inconvenient? And I've said enough already. Actually, okay, there's some lore acting up there too. That reminds me what I meant to talk about, but now I'm in the middle of a quest, or I'm in the middle of an objective. I saw the new Doctor Strange, and I wanted to say a few things about that. You don't say. Not every day someone comes to our halls to research Sil'Di. As a fellow student of history, though, I'm more than welcome to conversation. Belladaian civilization flourished in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. The 2 were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. With neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in 2, forming the twin nations of Ul'dah and Sil'Di. But not unlike the 2 proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. What are you looking at, Yaya K? This conversation does not involve you. Oh, that was it. I'll wait until I have some running around to do. My ever-loyal associate, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? I was reminded because he was talking about books buried in the archives that people shouldn't be reading. And it reminded me of the, Necronomicon or whatever the fuck was in the movie. Indeed. As it happens, I've learned much of the same. Let us take a moment to review, and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of succession drives the great civilization of Belladaiya, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ul'dah and Sil'Di. The 2 nations coexist for some generations until a ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ul'dah's superior military might, Sil'Di employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of doomed Sil'Di, who seeks vengeance against those who reduce his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peaceably to the next world, there is but one course of action: We must find the Sildine statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig the statesman out of the grave yourself. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Sildee. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen Sultanate. The Sildine connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Beladian relics our thief clearly possesses. What of the murder victim? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? A few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said they had a most frightened air about him. Wait. Yes, it's coming to me. Of course! My keen investigator senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really should stop thinking so hard. I like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and where might we find him? My sources identify the man as Guguria. Wow. Guguria. A traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Good, going to Horizon is the time that I need. Okay, so I'm not gonna get into the specifics of the movie. I will say that as someone who had minimal interest in the Marvel stuff after Endgame, aside from Spider-Man, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. The first Doctor Strange was... I enjoyed watching it. I don't remember a lot of, most of what happened. I forgot most of the movie by now. But, this one, the Multiverse of Madness, and the first one, their strong points are really the visual creativity. And everything looked fantastic. I've always been one of those people who thought that old Professor Odd worked better as a side character in some of the other movies, like Avengers and New Spooter Guy. He was really good in those because he doesn't feel much like a spotlight character. And they actually did a pretty good job with him in this one. He was supporting all of the other characters. He was in the middle of the spotlight, but it wasn't about him, it was about what was going on. Also, I didn't watch WandaVision, but I spent 2 minutes reading a summary of it, and that was more than enough for me to know what was happening. Wanda had fake kids, now she doesn't. She wants them. There you go. You now have all of the backstory to the new Doctor Strange. My keen instincts tell me that Master Guguria's testimony will be a key to a monumental breakthrough in our investigation. Yes, I shall employ the ancient Manderville art of parley to skillfully extract the information we require. Also, I saw a little, other thing. Yeah. No, if... It doesn't go too deeply into anything. So you can just you can sit there and just enjoy watching it. It doesn't pull into all of this other stuff. It just has Wanda and her very, very short backstory. And but I just told you the whole thing there. But it's not like watching Infinity War where it's got 1,000 characters and you're like, I didn't see half of the last Thor stuff, so what the hell? And you don't know what's going on. I thought that's right. It looks like, based on what they're doing now, they're working up to Secret Wars, which would be interesting because it's about the collision of the multiverse and incursions and all that stuff that this movie's about. I will say that Jim from The Office makes a good Mr. Fantastic. The Fantastic Four are well, Reed Richards is a big part of Secret Wars, to my understanding, which means that they'll have to bring the Fantastic Four back. I'm not sure. I think Fox still owns the rights. Maybe Marvel will try to take them back now that it's worth nothing. Or they'll do like they do for Spider-Man, and they'll work, like, they'll hover over Fox's shoulder while they do whatever they're doing. Jim from The Office was good. And Charles Xavier made an appearance. And it was really nice to see Patrick Stewart in a recent piece of media that's worth watching. Patrick McCann! I gotta take a drink. There was a piece of some shit stuck in my throat there. There we go. No, I enjoy. I would recommend it. Yes. If you got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye, never blinking, all-seeing, you know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Me? A thief? What's this nonsense? I don't know who you are, and I ain't got the time or the patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. I thought I recognized that voice. I don't know who this is. Oh! It's Dorilda from the first episode. Lady Dorilda! Well met indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs this fair evening? I don't remember her voice. What? I live here, you ham-headed half-wit! Inspector Briardine, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Guguria, we can discuss business after. Pray, lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. But Lady Dorilda, what about... Ah, yes, my dear Maria's namesday present. I had in mind one of the prized pieces from Eshtine's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'dah myself? Lady, it took me like 90 seconds to get here. You're good. I'll say it just once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Alright. I'll tell you what I know. Didn't hear from me, got it? Looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust. The traitor's sperm, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims. Got me to thinking. Hildi, 5 victims. Aye, the Arbiters of Truth. Arbiters of Truth. I'm not familiar with that name. Aye, few would be. On account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about this Ul'dah-Sildi conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me. False knowledge? Pray, tell, just what sort of knowledge might that be? Thoughts, balls, don't make me say no more! I've got a family to feed! Very well. Just tell us one last thing. Who hired you, and where can we find him? Hob! His name's Hob. Oh, when I heard what he said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. Said where there may be, said that there were, wait, hold up, what? Said that there were many prying eyes on the airship docks. Said he had a private ship docked and waiting for him at Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless, he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. To say the Arbiters are so secretive, they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how all that works, but Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once, he heard the victims have been all zombified. Panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Manderville art of parley has procured us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. Let us hurry. The man's life is in danger even as we speak. Does it, would anyone like free minions? I'm not doing weird butt stuff. Get out of here. I am gonna fly under here and then up through here. I'm gonna be like, whee! That's what I'm gonna do. I'll do that for free minions. Oh, is that a shooting star? Hey, you can't take free minions at face value, dude. There's always some kind of catch. Also, interesting point. You weren't able to get back here prior to us being able to fly in Realm Reborn areas. So why is this solid ground? They didn't put, mostly, if it's somewhere you're not meant to be, it's solid, but you can't land on it. But the only way to get over here is to fly, which kind of implies that it was solid to begin with for some reason. There were a few places like this. St. Coinox Find in Mordona. You can fly to the top of some of the scaffolding and run around on top of that. Maybe we were intended to be over here, but then they were like, oh hey, that's pointless. And they just gated it off, but I don't know. And it's kind of double weird because they put the invisible wall up so you can't just jump over the gate. And you can't just jump over the gate to get out of here either. Can you talk to this? Yeah, you can still talk to the guy to go to Limsa. But if you want back out, your ass has to fly over this shoulder-high gate. Where is this guy? Oh, he's up here. Okay. I figured I was over here, so I'd, yeah, it's gotta be a holdover from 1.0, and they just decided to not do anything with that area. Like, maybe they were gonna have some quest NPCs over there at some point that we had to talk to. Oh, hey, that's one dead guy. Oh, hey, this sequence of events is actually kind of broken. Because, again, we couldn't fly when this quest came out. We had to run into him on the way to Vesper Bay. I just flew straight over that shit. Huh. I mean, it doesn't ruin anything, but Master Hob, is everything quite alright? No, stand back, Ellie. Hunger. I hunger for your brains! Chocoble's like, ah, shit, no. Damn, there's no saving the man. Ezzy, do what you must. I mean, I'm level 70, but okay. Oh, I don't actually do anything. I was gonna, like, bolt strike him to death. Yes. My first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. It would seem we were a few moments late to the scene. It's because I flew over him and was talking and was boundary breaking the game. Oh man, jeez. I tried to do She Says his job and a man is dead for it. Oops. Oh, what was it? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and streams that you're used to. A message. And then there was one. There it is again. Hmm? Is something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, Nashu, there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense. Since that someone, or something, is watching us. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had best return to the Metro Eye. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime. Oh, that's not, like, trailing off there. We'll do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector! Inspector! I'll go with her! If you insist, Nashu, then I give you my leave. But pray be wary. Not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She's quite the temper, as we both know. Yeah, screw you, Hildibrand. Miss Ellie, there's something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe, and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, Oh, at Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? They all look away. They know the truth. Hildibrand and Nashu would have the fourth wall breaking knowledge of what happened. I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me. Even I know. Oh god, even I do know. A secret vow. Ho ho! Consider my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. I'm going the wrong way. I'm hitting my head on rocks. I mean, I got this, and I've gotten it maybe twice in the Mount Roulette. I just want to use it. Is that so much to ask? It also sounds like a pirate shanty, so there you go. A little bonus there. You're right, I don't need any excuses to choose my giant cactuar mount. It is kind of cool that we can get close to the city like this now that we can fly. You can also get pretty close to foundation from Coerthus in the Realm Reborn side of the map. And that's interesting. I never took the time to just look. There's the airship landing. Where are we going? Oh, Scholar's Walk. Oh, I played this during the AI segment too. All the pieces are coming together. Alchemist Guild. The news of Hobbs' death will not sit well with Miss Phyllis, but a gentleman must do what a gentleman must do. Some shifty-looking fellow was I in the vaults before. They took off faster than a fleeing cactus as soon as my gaze met his. Aye, just like I cowed many of Garlean in the plains of... Oh, it's you. Fourth victim. All of mercy. Were you able to glean aught of a connection to the other victims? Arbiters of truth? No, it cannot be. Someone, help! Miss Ellie. The voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry. God, my Kate Mulgrew has just gotten worse and worse as we've gone. Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man, I only thought to ask him a few questions. Before I knew what was happening, he was upon me. I could only... bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of a Sultan's sworn squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something's amiss. The thief of many faces. Think we would find our man like this. Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more. By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions and a lady's pugilistic puissance, I declare this case closed. I return this sachet to you, Miss Phyllis. Whilst the gesture was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to my cracking of the case. Whilst you're at it, is there anything else of immense value you'd like to wantonly destroy? What? What's the meaning of this? Lieutenant Paris, report. Genius. A double disguise, planted by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. I don't know why Tom's the one telling her what's going on, whatever. This is Goige, one of my most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault and outfitted him with an ample supply of demasking dust. Inconceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp. I guess he's working under Tuvok. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Yeah, he is a man of many faces, not just two. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Hildibrand deduced that the killer must be none other than... Of course! It all makes perfect sense. With the Phantom Thief to thank for her burgeoning readership and rise through the ranks of the Middle Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan to... My lady, the vault's been breached. The wise man's whisper. It's gone. For her crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she's in custody. Throw her ass in the brig. And now the game is truly afoot. What's the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumphant return. Isn't that so, Enkidu? Greg! So glad you could join us. Miss Ellie! Miss Ellie! That shadow you saw? I think it was just a dormouse. To think he'd literally stumble face first onto the second mask. Good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry. Yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Just leave her in the alley. Nobody will find her. Just right in the middle. Dun, 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 dun. How could we have been so blind? You've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable. Beneath the mask, not even the shockingest turn of events will deter the famed agent of inquiry. My ever-loyal associate. We must find Miss Ellie, and quickly. Surely, if confronted by her constant companions, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh, Miss Phyllis, I thought you'd already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct a search together? I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than... Hildibrand Mander. Me. Mind you, it's not a role I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties, to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our industrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan Sworn, I was deemed to be a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. I think that my unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I'll sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm, till such time as the killer is apprehended. I'll be in my ready room. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I'm more than capable of protecting a lady in distress. And as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector! Over here! Ah, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't nothing there but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse, you see? Just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment, Nashu. Yes, my inspector sense speaks to me. Someone's watching us. Ezzy, let us split up and canvass our surroundings. Where's Miss Ellie? You think she went looking for the dormouse too? Apologies, Ezzy, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. I cannot allow my presence to put my men in danger. Mikote, you have the bridge. It just doesn't end. A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. More floor letters. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. You obtain a sachet of demasking dust. In the next instant, you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Watch out! Eat shit! Oh, I don't, Ho ho ho! If it isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Ezzy. I was in the area on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it is the same for you? The 2 steps back. Oh! So your pursuit of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn. And now you've come upon a series of anonymous letters. At least he's wearing pants this time. Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend? Or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere, or anyone, myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Manderville man. He's right about that. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. Were anything to happen to Hildibrand, his dear mother would, not be pleased. It's more than what he was wearing before. Who wears short shorts? Godbert wears short shorts. Also, I haven't exploded anything in a while. So, there we go. Well, Briardine moved, so I thought they might have, say, like something to say. Fuck that carpet up! If the Cinder speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our midst. And yet, we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. And you know the players better than I, Ezzy. What say you have a few words with each of them, and see if aught seems amiss? Miss Ellie's the Phantom Thief. The only logical conclusion. And yet, I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us. Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? Sooner die than become one of those things. Inspector Briardine told me all about it. Who'd have thunk Miss Ellie was the Phantom Thief all this time? She have fooled me. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say? It stands to reason. The fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Curses. One's not half bad, or not half the fool his son is. We must elude him quickly. Time is of the essence. I questioned the Sultan sworn outside. To a man, they insist that he'd seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? Father, what brings you here? Yes, the pieces are finally coming together. If you would kindly stand still and shut up. The fiend already stands among us. Oh God, he said it! It's Inspector Briardine. I should hope you're not doubting me. Briardine is implying that one of us is an untrustworthy individual? While I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, the fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. Mugu. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. I saw little, Amugu figures at, CVS when I was picking some stuff up for work. I took a picture of it and sent it to my friend. Mugu! An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose or two of that powder as you found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or two laying around, would there? What remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party, but worry not. I should be reporting back within a bell's time. Time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that's more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. We know that, given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has only had passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Ezzy here, the original suspects of the murder case. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning mine own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I. Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. All the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense. If he asks me anything too obscure, my cover's as good as blown. My relationship with Nashu is so close. I dare say at times it's as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, you should have no trouble completing my thoughts. I'm a Manderville. Man! Doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Coerthus to Thanalan. Manderville. Man! You're the best, Inspector! A perfect score! You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably the true Nashu. Never loved you more than now, you marvelous muttonhead, you. Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you've picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours. Oh God, Hildibrand. Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... Genius Inspector? The charade is up, Miss Ellie. Dun dun dun. Miss Ellie, you look somehow different? Wait, what? Oh, it put her, thought text as, like, system text because it's not in an actual chat bubble. That's weird. Though the letter spoke true, the fiend was in our midst all along. My prodigious powers of deduction scream out to me. This woman knows something. We've been seeing all kind of weird development things tonight. Another two-layered mask, mayhap. But no. The woman bears a striking resemblance to Miss Ellie. I was all but certain that Ellie was our thief. What's the meaning of this? Report. Truths untold. Who is this unfamiliar woman? And what secrets does she hold? Seven hells. Standing by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? The resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Briardine, once again you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood. My beloved sister. My eminently capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You may call me... Ceci, we'll go with. Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildene aristocracy. Bemused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show, oh, and those priceless artifacts, was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. You owe a lot, or we owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Ceci, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? I can only read that phrase with Billy Zane's voice in Kingdom Hearts. What do you hope to accomplish? I've heard it 1,000 times. Justice. 400 years ago, Ul'Dan dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait. The histories say it was Sildene that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie! And you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was Ul'Dan that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. What's of this madness you speak, woman? I didn't mean to read it like that. Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Ul'Dan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotted head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed Sultan Sworn would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalin. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you, and everyone in this rotten nation, will know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader fights for justice, a dashing rebel waging war against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they'll see soon enough, when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Ul'Dan vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened? By assembling 4 secret relics from Beladaya. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Sil-D, before the Ul'Dan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes. Even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think! One day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie power rained down on Ul'Dan. No, wait. You'll all be dead. Preposterous! But first, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all of your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Ceci. Hildibrand! You idiot! Just for once could you not get in the way? Godbert Manderville! I can't even trust your sorry arse to look after him for a day! I knew it! That presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife! Am I to understand that you are Hildibrand's mother? You bet your ass that's a guitar riff. Brig, still hiding. Oh, never mind, he's out. Aye, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Ezzy. The time of our final confrontation is nigh. Yeah, claimed! Claimed already! Latin auteur! I forgot the voice. I think it was just going to be General Southern. Do you have poppatoes for brains? Yeah. Oh, that's grin. That's not good. Alright, give me. I gotta warm this one up. Now I can't do it. It just comes out Britishy trying to read into this dialect. Do you have poppatoes for brains? You overstuffed buffoon! My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse, and you hadn't bloody noticed? You, Ezzy or something, wasn't it? Hilda's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come on a bit too strong at times. she attacked, but most importantly, she keeps copyright claims back. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry arse husband here, and look what that got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Yeah, sure. Enkidu, help me! Save me from YouTube's horrible copyright system, Enkidu. Oh. Oh. I dare say it's quite clear who wears the pants in the family, so to speak. Well, she wears more pants than Godbert does. Inspector Hildibrand's mother? Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages. And just look at him, he's green! It's not so easy being green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy. A vial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tatter of oversold rags and a vial of twice distilled water. Stinggood at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry. Once the poison spreads through his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I'll search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashua is still alive. That's smart. Gads, Hildy. You're looking none too hard of yourself. No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Ezzy here and make yourself useful? Or do I have to reintroduce you to that there wall? But of course, my lady. Gilgamesh is ever at your service. The Stinggoth Sundries, was it? Come now, Ezzy. There's work to be done. A piece of oversold rags and Stinggoth Sundries, and a bottle of twice distilled water from the trader's Guest. Now hurry, gods damn it! My dear boy's life is at stake! So we need what, the Sapphire Bazaar? Sapphire Avenue, rather? Juicy. Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Oh, I was wondering why there weren't two things in this, because I have to come here first. Oversold rags, you say? I fear I've only a single tatter left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But, my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend. But a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. And you expect us to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look who we have here. If it isn't the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. What's that? As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's Chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. My lady, you're far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Ezzy here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. I'm a woman who pays her debts. Oh, Thal, take me if that wasn't a Veil of the Tempest! Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I've half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. I don't want these nasty Chimera membranes. You can have them, though. A kind sentiment, my good man, but we're more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Ezzy? And with this, our task here is done. Now let's find this traitor named Guest. Wait, where is this guy? Chamber of Rule. He's over by... What? No, I will say, despite Julian's best efforts, this stream is going to get claimed on YouTube. It's just unavoidable. Whoa, holy shit, I went the wrong way. What? I'm used to going up there. The blundering Manderville boy's on his last legs, and he needs something of mine to save him, you say? Huh. Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves. They have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gill for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be a happier and wealthier man. And now, I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you. And do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Yeah, well, again, I can't even be sure that it's a legitimate claim. Nobody can. So, whatever. Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. Yeah. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? Oh, God. Yeah. Well, I assume they don't want to give the quote-unquote rights holders the burden of proof every time it comes up. But then you just get all this crap. So isn't that fantastic? Ezzy, what a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector. Well, if it isn't the Lapis Maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to preening fops and scruffy adventurers and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Ezzy with the bottle of twice distilled water that she seeks. You know this woman? That's the price you'd set, and so be it. Take it. Barely worth its weight in gill, anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? Making friends pays dividends. That's the moral of the story. Make a lot of friends so you can use them to your advantage later. Remember that. I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many. Clearly, this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Ezzy, let's deliver these goods while there's still time to save him. Hey, it's not me saying it, it's Yoshi P. And the man's never wrong. You know that, I know that. Oh, I ran into the wall! Juicy. I trust you two wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. Oh, Godbird's feeling better. Tattered cloth taken from the raiment of a powerful wraith. A second pass through an alembic has removed nearly all of the impurities once contained in this water. Bloody brilliant. I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real Mandeville home cooking. She's become a southern mama, which isn't really what I was going for, but I'll take it. Oh, you bloody bugger. Guide my skillet. Ah, that should stop his spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush out what's left of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. Look who I found. He was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. She did just leave her there! Boy, did that nap feel good. Yes, I'm sure it did. Ezzy, word has it that Ellie's been sighted at the Sidil Ruin. We must go there with all haste. Yeah, you got it, Birdie. You done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing around for? The future of Uldar's at stake. Ezzy, my strength is yours as well, for Uldar, and for our friend Hildy. You remind me of my husband, what with you having more muscles than sense. You're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates or so should suffice. But I'm a warrior, not a, yes, my lady. Carry your weight, Greg. I say, Enkidu, burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Ezzy. That said, the events of today haven't given me cause to reflect. Ezzy and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends tried and true. But alas, not I. No. Only one true friend have I ever known, and she's long lost to me. You're a fine bird, and have given me great comfort in my travels. But you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Ezzy cannot stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever your frames may wander, hear my words, and return here to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Gods! What was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me, and... crystals. Where have they gone? Fancy meeting you here, old friend. That voice, could it be my faithful companion? Why must you always make me wait so? Kept you waiting, huh? Second moral of the story, stop praying so damn hard. Her last vow. Julian would send you on your way. What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick maid digging around at the Sildine excavation site with her mind set on turning Ordar into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy's most touching, but don't you worry. Mama Dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Where is this excavation site? I would imagine over by... Oh, never mind, I was wrong. It's in Central Thanolin. I thought it was going to be over by, Karn. Karn! Yes. Mount Roulette. Let's see what we got. Ah, Zervin. Oh, these ruins. Okay. We've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where her friends watch over her as we speak. And no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair, filled to the brim with a traitor's sperm. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. Our only hope, Ezzy, even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spend together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Ezzy. Surely, if anyone can convince a woman to abandon her madness, it's you. Yeah. Oh, I'm also going the wrong way. Had to be done. Unfortunately. Oh, to think this girl and her sister were behind the crimes all along. I dare say this realm is awash with capable adversaries. You do well not to anger the last friend. She's sitting atop an ample supply of that zombie powder, and I suspect she's not afraid to use it. Miss Ellie? I thought we were friends. Beggars belief that I could have been so blind. I don't know where she is, but okay. I also have to click back into the window. I'm playing through OBS right now. Say Ellie with Ellie exclamation point. The necklace, the earring, the sword. And I assume she's wearing the ring from the Colosseum. Ezzy, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge. Should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. I've been turned into a zombie multiple times for failing raid mechanics. I'm kind of used to it. I've also gotten better, you may have noticed. Though it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Ceci is already in custody. Surrender now, and I'll see that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Ceci and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago, we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, even our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down, or suffer the same fate as the Uldan dogs you would defend. Ellie, stop this madness. I'm sorry, Inspector. There's too many of them. All in a day's work for a Manderville man, and I couldn't read the rest because it auto-skipped. Time to kick some... Time to beat some cheeks while the beating's good. Yeah, I like that he job shifted into this. Yeah! I'll just explode them. Let me explode them. You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far. And he's as good as 6 fulms under. Got some Nashu standing in chat. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildy, and you do so at your own peril. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. Balls. Is there no end to them? It's not... I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it? He just agrees. It's a shame to lose you, Ezzy. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served one last purpose for us. What? Company action, the heat of battle 2 is now active. Company action, reduced rates 2 is now active. Go forth, my zombie minions. Thanks, Fen. That surprised me. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Hugger me with a broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? that pose. No, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They're 4 gentlemen of light. Just so, my good man. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Aye, we meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head. Yeah! Violence! Oh, hello there, Mr. Elizar. Core, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible! The holy water couldn't have cured him. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. When we heard that Master Hildibrand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. An immunity to... I'm just going to pretend that makes any kind of sense. Are there? Hildibrand spent time among the undead previously. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray, abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. Is he dead or not? Then the response is he's Hildibrand, and that is 100% the right answer. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Briardine, you said there was something you'd tell me when all was through. Imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I found something. Yeah. Lose the frame. Lose your plot to turn an entire civilization into zombies. Lose frames. Eat pant. As for me, I found something. Someone with whom I intend never to part. Yeah, that was real cool of John Twitch there. He's like, oh, you solved the case. Good work. I care not if it takes years, even decades. You emerge from your jail cell a free woman. I'll be there. What say you? Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspirations cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Ul'dah was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. But know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. If you're quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require Ezzy's presence for a matter of far greater importance. The time of our too long delayed confrontation is nigh. They're still posing. Why the long face, friend? Ha, but mayhaps this will have you singing a happier tune? Could it be? The treaty blade, and the true one at that! None other. I've not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. Ah, but I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend? Thal be merciful. What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent? Abomination? I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, but 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, and the next thing I knew, there she was. By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless, the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend, nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu, the zombies. And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. Yeah, apparently Enkidu's female in this. Ezzy, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet, I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. Enkidu and I shall await you at Amdapor Keep. Yeah, Briardine's talking about how, oh, things over. This is how primals work, Briardine. 'Tis a ways from here, but what better venue for our climactic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu! To the skies! And not only that, 2 against 1? That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Ezzy, to Amdapor! This is a grave development indeed. Think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. I got this shit. Oh, but of course. I'd near forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Ezzy. You are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. I'm the Scion! Come on! Zombies! So who remembers where Amdapor Keep is? Isn't it in the Southern Shroud? Baby! Called it. Camp Tranquil. I do, yeah, everyone needs a zombie troop to flourish behind them whenever anything reasonable happens. Oh, we got all third of the Warring Triad birds through the roulette. That's cool. Of course.
Is it you, Izzy? Oh, forgive me. I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I'll be concluding my investigation forthwith, but in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together, we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Izzy. Yes, just go on ahead. I'll be along directly.
Battle in the Big Keep now accessible. I'm going to make sure that I have cutscenes turned on. That would be cool. I'm going to remember the menu where that is. Oh, here we go. Okay. Unrestricted party. A Realm Reborn. Battle in the Big Keep, baby. How many realms has he traversed, and how many rivals has he felled? Gilgamesh journeys ever onward in his unending quest. I thought the thing said something. Gilgamesh journeys ever onward in his unending quest for the strongest of weapons. But the road is long and lonesome, and a painted rooster, loyal and noble as the bird may be, can bring a man only so much comfort in the darkest and most trying of times. So it was that Gilgamesh turned to the heavens, pleading to be reunited with his long-lost companion. Be it by fortune or fate, his prayers were heard, and the stage for the final confrontation is set. To the victor goes the treaty blade. Yeah, claimed. At long last, we meet again on the battlefield. I dare say Enkidu shall come to enjoy our tussles as much as I. You, however, may not find this one so enjoyable, unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless. It should be pointed out, I meant to say it before, that not only is it a summoned Enkidu, but because it's a primal, it's the ideal version that exists inside of Gilgamesh's mind. So that's extra fun. To my side, Enkidu, the battle is joined. Oh, it hurts, it hurts! Enkidu, your master wants for succor. Oh, cool. I'm a chicken now. Chickens can't cast exuviation. Oh, cool! I'm just gonna explode real quick. That missile's a bitch! And I'm a chicken again. But I've still got cold fog left. Ah. Fight on, Enkidu, my ever-faithful. Enkidu, are the bonds of our friendship so fragile? Me? Run away? I was but seeking out a more suitable spot for something. But enough exposition. Now we fight like men. And ladies who dress like men. For Gilgamesh, It's transmogrifying time! Thumbnail incoming. The mightiest warrior ever to grace Eorzea stands before you. By which I mean I, Gilgamesh. Prepare yourself. You'll get no quarter from me this time. Have at thee. Most impressive. Very well. I too shall fight with all of my strength. Oh, someone just woke up the dragon. No, the mighty Gilgamesh will not be defeated. Divide and conquer, Gilgamesh style. To think that my full complement of arms would avail me not. No more hijinks from Gilgamesh. You have my word. The Treaty Blade too I shall return, just as soon as I remember where I hid it. Anyway, I yield to your unparalleled puissance. Something. I can't read that fast. I'm sure it pulls up as event text. Oh no, that's just Hildibrand. Nope. I think the only drop is the Enkidu minion. Never again. This I do solemnly swear. Yeah, it's just Enkidu, which I already have. Let me... Damn it, come on. I want to read the description. Then you read a Sabatender, not you. Here we go. Enkidu. Legend has that Gilgamesh first found Enkidu while searching for a meal. Without the means to make a fire, he attempted to eat the fowl raw, only to find himself the victim of a furious counterattack. Impressed by the bird's tenacity, he promptly made him his pet. Which AoE effect? The, like, pink one? It comes up every once in a while. It's not very common. It uses it for, like, segmented areas. That's not just, like, a complete ring. Yeah, it comes up very rarely. I think it's only, like, 3 duties that use it. Not! Ha! I lied. Again! You can take that fusty old blade for all I care. I thirst for true power, and not save the strongest of swords will suffice. Warrior of Light, you've proven a worthy opponent, but I warn you, treasure every moment with your weapon. For as sure as day follows night, the hour will come when I claim it as my own. Till we meet again. Yeah. I know they happen in other duties, but I can't name them, you know? They aren't coming to mind. I think Kugane Ohashi's one of them, and that's part of the Hildibrand questline later on. What ho, Ezzy? What the fuck did you just call me, Hildibrand? Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Lead me to them at once, and we shall deliver the coup de grace together. Actually, the battle's already been won. Well, that's triumphant news indeed. Clearly, the lessons you've learned from me have not been for naught. And what's the Sioux say? The treaty blade lies hidden somewhere in the nearby wood. Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again? Ezzy, what news of the Primal and the Treaty Blade? Some stuff. I missed some dialogue. Remarkable. I knew the Warrior of Light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that Inspector Hildibrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade. Such design, such craftsmanship, at once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I believe I'd found the inspiration for my next masterpiece. Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasures of lost Sill D. I think they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud. And just how did you come to know of these long-lost relics? Why are they here? There was an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by our own dear grandmother. Nashu, wake up! It spoke of the 4 warriors of light, their 4 relics, and an incantation of untold power. We could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Alas, speaking the words had no effect. Only a warrior of light can wield the power, or so the legend goes. Ah, what I wouldn't have given to see it. Ultimate achievement of the greatest mages this realm has ever known. Yeah, Nashu's missing all the lore. And just what sort of incantation is this? The ring cast open the doors of justice. The wise man whispers a verdict true. Azima's virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the Warrior of Light would then hold forth the treaty blade and speak, "Blade in hand, I swear unto you." The legends differ as to what happens next, but all speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens. Hey! Over here, friends! Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant. Behold, safe in my hands, none other than the treaty blade, and a real one this time I swear unto you. Yes, just like that. I swear unto you. Then... My word, whatever is this odd tingling sensation? Ridiculous. Hildibrand isn't a warrior of light. Just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon with his own bare hands. It would seem the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us. No, the light. Someone stop it! I won't stand to see the legendary sword of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon. Skyward ho! Well, I dare say that proved to be a most useful incantation indeed. And so the light of justice that shone from the treaty blade banished the shadow, returning peace to the land. So the legend ended. I must say, I never expected it to quite literally be a beam of light. I suppose it wouldn't have been much use to us after all. Inspector! Oh, Inspector, wait for me! Balls, Hildy. First you almost died at your poor mother's feet, and now you fly off to God's nowhere without even giving her a kiss goodbye. Smoke trail. Ho ho ho! It appears that a case of wanderlust has once again struck Hildibrand, as it has many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy. When the day comes that you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art. So, in the end, the sealed Dean incantation of legend was wielded not by a warrior of light, but by a gentleman of light. Well, the treaty blade is some 6 centuries old after all. Maybe it's not quite as sharp as it used to be. The magic that brought peace and happiness to the people of Belladaya. It was every bit as beautiful as I imagined. I think I would see it with my own eyes. It's nothing short of a dream come true. He bumbles and stumbles through yet another case, and still he manages to make a girl's dreams come true. Gentleman to the end. The bloody bastard. What's this? A glint in the corner of my eye. A curious scent wafting on the winds from a far-flung land. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildibrand, shall be there, till we meet again! Dun, dun. Sure, no, yeah. Hildibrand will return? It's an ending, all right. I guess no goblins were harmed in the making of this scenario. You've completed the quest Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry. Exiting New Game Plus mode. And there we go. That's the Realm Reborn arc of Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry. Oh, it plays as a prelude. I haven't ridden this one with mount music on. I like that. I legit almost tried to click the thing from there. Where is my old Charlayan? Yeah, sure, why not? Normally, I'd do like a raid or something. Yeah, oddly fitting. I do like a raid or something to like round things out, but I wasted all that time digging through my boxes of crap earlier, and there's not enough time to queue, much less get through something, even Pandemonium. So I think we'll end the game here and go through what's coming up on the stream. Because starting next week, we've got a few changes coming on. Well, even now. So, let's log out. Tales of loss and fire and flame.